Hey guys, it's Drea. So before I even tell you what this video is about, let's get this out of the way. I got badly sunburned at the lake. It was a gorgeous day. We had a great time and I did not put on sunscreen on my body. I had it on my face because I always have it on my face. But for some reason I thought I was immune. I don't know what I honestly don't know. Looking back, what I was thinking, why I didn't put it on. Look at how bad this sunburn is. It's so bad I can't even wear a bra today. Like, it hurts so much. I was wearing a short sleeve shirt and it was like rubbing and I couldn't. I had to put on like a sleeveless tank. Anyways, I still want to film this video. This is in our Zodiac series. My friend Alex and I are doing this series on YouTube where well, not really every month, but whenever we can get to it, we're doing the next sign in a row, and we're using the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. So there's two of these. There's the original and there's the Love Signs palette, which is this one, and we're switching out. So last time I did the Zodiac, she did Love Signs, and this time we're switching it. And we're doing a Pisces look today. So if you're a Pisces, you came to the right place. I'm really excited to do this. It's hard to lift, I'll be honest, it's hard to lift my arms. Kind of hurts. This is the part that hurts the most. I don't know what it is, my shoulder and like my upper bicep. That is like, it's bad on my chest too, but this doesn't hurt. Like I can totally fine. But on my arms, I don't know why. So I'm just gonna rush through all the base makeup. It's not gonna match. That's another reason I wanted to call attention to this. My face is not going to match my body because obviously nobody wants this color on their face. So I'm just going to rush through my base makeup and then we're going to get to the eye look. But all the products will be listed down below, as well as a link to Alex's channel and Alex's video, so you can go see her look with the Pisces vibe with the original Zodiac palette. If you have these palettes, I think it's so fun to do these themes around each sign. And it is a series, okay? This is the second time we're doing it, but we're gonna do all of the signs, so it is a series. I'm gonna make a playlist for that as well, so that will be listed down below in the description bar as well.
Oh baby, I wanted you to be here inside my arms where the night goes down. Oh baby, I wanted you to be.
Okie dokie. Here we are. We can start with the eyeshadow. So we're gonna do Pisces. Pisces, all these shades in here, the circular ones, are the ones that are actually named after the signs. So all of the baked eyeshadows. This is the Pisces one, which is kind of like a brownish taupe. I think it's really pretty. Here, let me just swatch that one by itself so you can see. See how pretty that is? Super pigmented too. So I'm going to use this on the lid, and then I was thinking maybe to make it just a little bit more interesting to do like one of the colorful mattes in the crease. So I'm not sure if I wanted to do the pink or the blue. Maybe I could do both. That's interesting. Maybe I could do both. Okay, first I'm going to just put down a transition shade. I go into this kind of yellowy mustardy shade for the transition. I always tap off my brush with these shadows because while they are beautiful and very pigmented, they do kick up a lot of kickback. See, like look how pigmented that is. That was using a Morphe M441, which is just kind of like a really fluffy brush. You can use any kind of fluffy big blending brush. And I'm going to do a little bit of a smaller brush, which is a MAC 217. Let's first do the blue, this bright matte blue right here. I'm going to put this in the crease, but keep it to the outer side. And then I think I'm going to do the pink on, oh, look what I just did. Haha, fun. I think I'm going to put the pink on the inner part. These definitely, you'll get fallout, so either have a brush nearby where you can just swipe it away, or if you want, you can put some loose powder underneath your eye that will catch it. And if you have another very similar, smaller blending brush, this one is just a Sigma E25. I'm gonna go into that matte pink and put that in my crease, but on the inner part. So now what I'm thinking about doing is I want to put down that Pisces shade all over the lid. I want this to still come up through, but obviously this is all messy down on the lid. I want it to be much more of a cut crease. So I'm gonna use a synthetic brush. This is the Sigma Cut Crease E62. You don't have to use this though. This is just nice because it has that shape, right, like that. But something synthetic. There's a difference, I think, between using a concealer to do a cut crease and using a primer. I'm going to use a primer. I think you can get a little bit more of a soft cut crease look with a primer, whereas with a concealer, I feel like you're always really cutting out the edge very, very crisply, and that's how you get the very crisp cut crease, which is not really what I want today. I want it to be a little bit softer. So I'm going to go in with my MAC Painterly paint pot, and I'm just going to kind of lightly feather it along the parts where I want it to be slightly more crisp, but I still don't want it to be like snatched. I think the trick to any kind of cut crease is going slow and not rushing where you're putting the product, because it's very easy to just try to go fast and then it's in all the wrong spaces. So if you see here, this is a little bit gentler, and then I'm gonna stop right about there so that the blue is still kind of coming out. The line stops right about 2/3 across the top of my eyelid. Just so that primer won't crease, I'm just going to lightly tap a cream colored matte shadow on it. You can use a translucent powder or something, just so when I do the other side, I'm not gonna get like eyelid creases. So I just want you to see again the shape. So I brought it up just slightly by kind of feathering the motions like this, and then stopping right about here so that this is all still kind of open, and the actual cut crease part ends about 2/3 across. So I'm gonna go in now to the Pisces shade, and I'm gonna put on a MAC 239. Can you just focus, camera? Please focus. And now I'm just gonna place this down on all that empty space. Now, something else you could do if you still think it's a little messy, you could always put down like a glitter liner or something on that line. You can bring it all the way across, you can bring it halfway the way across. I'm gonna put down my black liquid eyeliner first and see how I like that look, because often just adding liner kind of ties everything together. I think I pretty much like this, but I'm going to put a little bit under the lash line. Just gonna kind of mimic it a little bit. I'm gonna take the blue on just a very small rounded brush. This is the e.l.f. blending eye brush. These are like $2 at Walmart, but they're really good for work underneath the eye. So I put on my lashes. These are the Kiss Lash Couture in Gala, one of my absolute favorites. I'm going to put on some lower lash line mascara, but before I do that, I figured this look actually really does, I think it'll benefit from a little bit of glitter. So I have here the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. This is in the shade Midnight Cowboy, which is just pretty much gold. And I think, see the color next to that Pisces shade? I think it's pretty much the right, like exact color. I'm just gonna put this on the inner corner. A little like, almost like an inner corner highlight, but it's pretty obvious that it's glitter. And for bronzer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Glam Bronze in number 2 medium. They bring this out every year in different packaging. I've already seen it this year. It's in the drugstore. I think they called it something else this year, not Glam Bronze, but like something else. But it's the same thing. Like they literally bring it out every year and they have the different shades so you can get it. I like this bronzer because it is like a very summery, bronzy bronzer. And it has a little bit of shimmer in it, but nothing to where it's like, oh, she's got like glitter all over her face. No, it's just like a little bit of glowy summertime bronzer. This is the BH Cosmetics Blushing in Bali 6-color blush and highlight palette. I'm going to use a blush and highlight, but I'm going to top it with a different highlight. So I'm going to use this shade here, which is called Coral. These are so pigmented. Like you have to be, look, I barely touch that. If you ever have a blush, there's also one of my hairs in it. If you ever have a blush that does this, what you can do is you could just always tap some off on the back of your hand first and just make sure that you're not going in with too much on your face, because it can be a lot. Like blush is one of those things where if it's over pigmented, it can just not work out. I'm going to take the shade Glisten and I'm going to use that as a highlight, but I don't love the highlights in this palette. I think they're okay. Like that's pretty and everything. They're a little bit of that kind of thick, like, I don't know if dimethicone is the ingredient, but it's like thick kind of formula that doesn't go on sheeny and smooth. It kind of picks up a lot of texture, and I don't love that kind of highlighter. So the color is nice, but I'm not a big fan of the formula of these. So what I'm going to do is go into a highlighter that I am a huge fan of the formula. This is the shade Cookie from Benefit, and it's in the Cheek Leaders Mini Bronze Squad palette. You guys, I've heard tale that these are coming out in singles, so we'll see if that happens and when it happens. But if you wanted this highlight, you should be able to get it on its own and not in a palette. This is a much smoother formula, and it's also like, this is a very intense highlighter, which I love. I just love my intense highlighters. I'm gonna go for a nude. I wasn't sure originally if I was gonna go for a pink or a nude, but I think this is a lot. This eye look is a lot. So I'm gonna go with Modesty from MAC. I have never used this before. I'm trying to drink water because I heard that, you know, keeping hydrated helps with the sunburn, and I honestly didn't drink any water yesterday. So that's probably why it hurts so much. Okay, and I just want to glisten a little bit. So just some OG MAC Fix Plus just to meld everything together and bring out the shine and the shimmer and the dewiness. Okay, so this is the final look using the Pisces shade in the Zodiac Love Signs palette. Make sure you go check out Alex's channel because, again, she's going to use the Pisces shade in the original Zodiac palette. These palettes are amazing quality. I just love the quality of the mattes, and the shimmers are just gorgeous. So I'm really glad that we're doing this series. So subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. I'd love to see you around in the future. And that's it for today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope that you're speaking kindly to yourself, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.